Well, here we are in Huai Khaeng Wildlife Sanctuary. We just crossed in and we're heading up to where we'll hopefully be admitted for 3 nights inside after registering. Hopefully we'll be allowed in. Otherwise I'll just come back down here and stay at the checkpoint with the 3 ranger girls. Anyway, there might be stuff any time from now, and obviously we're here for hopefully big cats, leopards and or tigers. So this is the beginning of a very good few days. Whatever happens though, it's awesome, absolutely fantastic, and there's so much open space, so it's going to be a lot easier I think than normal, hopefully, to see bigger mammals. Usually you've got lots and lots of trees blocking, it's hard to take photographs, but this looks like a lot of open space. Huai Khaeng Wildlife Sanctuary covers 2,350 square kilometres in the provinces of Thani and Dak. Without stops, it's a relatively trouble-free 4-hour drive from Bangkok. As well as snakes and birds, we were here to see mammals, hopefully even bigger ones than the usual fare, and maybe even some gawa or elephants, or the Banteng, which the sanctuary is famous for. But what we were really hoping to see were cats, leopards, black panthers or even tigers, like these ones I managed to see in much less wild conditions in Ubon Ratchathani Zoo a few months earlier. Although huge itself, the sanctuary makes up only a very small part of the largest intact seasonal tropical forest in mainland Southeast Asia, known as the Western Forest Complex, which covers a massive 19,000 square kilometres of Thailand and Myanmar. Just to give an idea of the sheer scale, this photograph was taken on the hill above the head office area, and I've highlighted in green the approximate area that we've just seen in that image. Right, this is us on the first afternoon heading down, I think, to the first watchtower from what I can gather. Just seen a big raptor in the trees, got a couple of shots. Look like a Brahminy kite, but then the beak doesn't quite look like it, but we'll see once I get a good look at them. Perched nicely. Right. So I'm at the back of the line. I'm the tiger bait. Huai Khaeng was inscribed as a wildlife sanctuary in 1974. However, it was the tragic suicide of the former head of the sanctuary, Serb Nakasatien, in 1990, an act which aimed to highlight the plight of conservation and bring awareness to the sanctuary and adjacent parks, that brought much needed attention. Both Huai Khaeng and the neighbouring Tung Yai Sanctuary were jointly added to the UNESCO World Heritage List the following year, in 1991. The constant drizzle was a very atmospheric welcome, but other than some red wattle lapwings and white-throated kingfishers, we didn't see anything for a while. But then things brightened up. White-throated. Green peafowl, different to the Indian peafowls we usually see in parks and gardens, were once widely distributed over tropical forests of Southeast Asia. This beautiful bird has been listed as endangered since 2009. Its decrease predominantly due to habitat loss and poaching. There are now a total estimated population of only 5 to 10,000 of these stunning creatures, limited to pockets of of Southeast Asia. Look at this beautiful little bird. I wonder what kind of fruit or berries it's after. Actually, it's not after either. This is a Burmese shrike, and like all shrikes, it ought to be considered as a bird of prey. And it would be, if it were not for the lack of talons. Looks can be deceiving. Like kingfishers, these little feathered friends are fearsome flyers. And it isn't just insects, beetles, worms, and the like that they'll take. If you're a lizard, a rodent, or even a crab or another bird, you'd better beware. How can a bird measuring 20 centimeters from head to tail possibly overcome something much larger than itself without talons? Well, their Latin genus name, Lanius, and the folkloric derivative offer a clue. They're known in many parts of the world as the butcher bird. Shrikes catch and then impale their prey on their favoured protruding spike, which could be a thorn, a sharp branch, or even barbed wire. This hook thus makes up for their lack of talons, and it even doubles as a fork for them to hold their meal in place as they tear it apart with their hawk-like little beaks. We've got a whole herd of Banteng turned up just before we can read. Fantastic. Weighing up to 1,000 kilograms, Banteng are big bovine. Mature males are a dark chestnut colour, whereas females, and the young, male and female, are a lighter chestnut. They all have white stockings. Java is perhaps the place where they're found most. They were also introduced to Australia a few decades ago and they are doing well there. However, on the Asian mainland, their population is limited to Huai and Huai in Genguochang. Unfortunately, like many other creatures and many other mammals in Huai these beautiful beasts are endangered. Totally they number between 5 and 8,000 in the wild, with no population of more than 500. Huai is such an important sanctuary for animals like this. And it's a place where, if you're lucky as we were, you can see these beautiful creatures at fairly close range. We had been fairly sure that that darker male that we'd been watching before was the dominant male. But then this male arrived on the scene. And on closer inspection, it seems that this one is indeed the dominant male of the herd. Look at those horns. Look at the muscles on the flanks. The strength of that head. Incredible. Absolutely stunning. What an amazing first afternoon, seeing all these Banteng. My only regret was that I hadn't carried the tripod along to the hide, which meant for some pretty shaky video footage and meant that I have to take most of the video on the phone. Never mind. I'm pretty sure that many of the still shots were as good as I wanted, or as good as they could have been. What a brilliant day. Look at this. What are you trying to shoot? You're shooting grouse. Any grouse? Partridges? Wild ducks on the water. Got him. That one. Got some of this one. Whoops, got you.